Hello everybody and welcome to Swastikas Rising Part 2, where we look at thug politics. I am sounding the alarm that today the Democrat Party is marching down the same political paths that Adolf Hitler used to establish the Nazi Party in 1939 Germany, and the Christian church in America is silent about it, which is the same mistake the churches in Germany made. Their silence allowed the Nazi Party to take over Germany. Think about the similarities between the World War II Nazis and today's Democrats. For instance, the Nazis had the brown shirts and the Hitler Youth, young men who were fanatically devoted to Nazism. Those Nazi thugs were sent out to smash windows and burn the businesses of Jews. Many Jews were attacked and beaten bloody. Here's a photo of Hitler Youth chasing a Jewish woman and beating her with sticks. It is reported that they killed that poor woman. Today, the Democrat Party has their own version of Hitler's brown shirts with Antifa and Black Lives Matters. Two groups of violent thugs who are bought and paid for by the Democrat Party. They are paid to travel to cities where they can start race-based riots, to burn and loot businesses, and to attack law enforcement officers. They use violence and fear to push the left-wing political agendas of the Democrat Party. That is what the Nazi Party of Germany did. Swastikas are rising in the USA. What the Democrats are doing, according to federal law, is domestic terrorism. But sadly, nobody in Washington, D.C. seems to have the courage to prosecute any of them. And as long as they have no fear of prosecution, the violence will continue. And the Christian churches in America are silent. If the American people don't wake up, stand up, and expose the evil and fight with all of our heart and soul, the Democrat Party may one day succeed in establishing a Nazi-style dictatorship in America. There's only one thing I know that has the power to stop the rise of Nazism in this country, and that is for the Christian church to rebuild the Christian heritage upon which the USA was founded, for us to once again be a nation under God. The Democrats recruit their thugs from the younger generation, just like Hitler did. The young and dumb are easily misled into taking part in evil escapades. Today's youth are very susceptible to being recruited for evil agendas because moral education and training in our schools has been replaced with political propaganda. American schools used to teach the Ten Commandments to every student, and for 230 years the Bible was the primary textbook in all American schools. The Founding Fathers insisted on that. Today the enemies of God cry out in anger, "Oh, Bill, you want a theocracy where everyone is forced to believe like you do." No. What I want is for us to have a morally decent nation for our children to grow up in. And that begins by raising up children in the discipline and knowledge of the Lord. Discipline and knowledge of the Lord. That is exactly what this constitutional republic was built on. But that will only happen when the Christian church remembers its mission to be the conscience of the nation. Christian pastors and the congregation should be speaking out boldly against the thug politics the Democrat Party is unleashing in America. The Christians should be boldly challenging the college campus mobs who are calling for the killing of Jews and the destruction of Israel. Hitler had his death camps. The Democrats have their abortion clinics, sacrificing children to Satan every day. And very few Christian churches are willing to speak out against abortion. They're afraid of triggering the feminist thugs. Few churches are willingly condemning homosexuality and transgenderism. They are afraid of triggering the rainbow thugs. The Nazi Party used thugs. Today's Democrat Party are using thugs. And the Christian church is silent. This is Wild Bill for America saying, think about it.